Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, August 27th. And you can see temperatures this morning in the low to mid 50s across much of the area. And we're going to have temperatures slightly warmer than what we've seen in the last couple of days. I think we'll make it into the 70s today and then into the mid 70s to around 80 on Friday into the weekend. And we'll have an increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially for the day on Saturday. They could start very late Friday night, but the best bet for the most rain will come on the day on Saturday, and it could linger into Saturday night before Sunday turns to be pretty nice. Looks like our temperatures are going to be around the 80-degree mark through the weekend, and then boy, we got some real summer weather heading this way as we head towards the middle of next week and beyond, with plenty of mid 80-degree temperatures on the way. As far as around the regional look across the Great Lakes, you can see still pretty chilly up across the Northland, upper 30s around International Falls, 43 at Hancock, and across the northeastern part of lower Michigan where that upper level low is still hanging some clouds around, but we should see those give way to sunshine here as the day progresses, and I think most areas will end up being at least a fair amount of sunshine, if not mostly sunny, and especially that'll be the case across southern lower Michigan. If we look at the weather map for later today, you can see high pressure moving off to the east will continue to increase our southerly flow, and that's going to bring in some milder temperatures over the next several days. The real warmth, again, will arrive later next week. We're keeping an eye on a low pressure system across the plains. That'll go into Iowa, and then right now, depending on the models, some of the models take it towards southern lower Michigan, but the European and the NAM take it across northern lower Michigan. I think that's the best bet. And if that's the case, we could see possibly a little bit more instability develop for Saturday afternoon. We could see some stronger storms. Again, looks like we'll see a fair amount of rain across the area. Looking a little better than it did yesterday. So I think most areas will get some beneficial rains, and we'll need it with warm temperatures coming later next week. And you can see as we move the map ahead to tomorrow, you can see heavy rain expected across parts of Iowa into Wisconsin, a little farther east than what the models projected yesterday. So that's increasing the chance that we'll see more in the way of rainfall here as we get into Saturday. You can see by Saturday that low pressures is very slowly moving. So areas that get rain could see some locally heavy rain. So we'll keep an eye on later forecasts for Saturday. If we look at the WPCs outlook for precipitation over the next 7 days, much of this coming during Friday night into Saturday night period across the Midwest and Great Lakes. You can see the very heavy rain projected across to our southwest, but a pretty nice area of rain of a ½ inch to over an inch across much of central and southern lower Michigan. And if we look at the next slide, this is, I know it's blown up quite a bit, but this is the growing degree days, the raw data from April 1st right up to yesterday. You can see we're right about in the center of the 20-year forecast, or not forecast, but the last 20 years of growing degree day accumulations for this time of the year. You can see we're right about in the middle, and that's even after a little bit of a cool spell. But over the month of September, which we expect to be warm to very warm, it's going to be a really warm September coming up across the Great Lakes, and I think we'll head higher in these levels. I think we have a good shot at being in the top 40 percentile of growing degree days. And if we look at Blissfield, you can see all these maps can be found on our main page at mishag.com/weather. And you can see all these locations that we have. We're doing quite well compared to the last few years and some of the colder years that we've had. And across Breckenridge, still, of course, below normal, but we're going to make a nice run to get closer to the normal as we go through the month of September, but certainly well ahead of last year, and certainly way, way ahead of the disastrous year of 1992. And if we look at Brown City, they're doing quite well as well. And for Brown City, again, doing fairly good as well. So it looks like growing degree days probably are not going to be an issue this year. Certainly the corn is going to be wetter than what we've seen in previous years before the last couple. But definitely we should see corn moistures, I think, drier than the last 2 years. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.